Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, the question that I'm asking myself, and I believe you've also been asking yourself, is it that Adani does everything? I mean, Adani, when it comes to energy, Adani is found there. When it comes to airport upgrade, Adani is found there. When it comes to supply of systems, those software projects, Adani is found there. When it comes to procurement of any sort, Adani is found there. How comes the government is currently trading with only Adani? You know, this matter has surfaced in Parliament, and Jack Wanami Wamboka is the latest politician to delve much on this issue of Adani. Mind you, the previous 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, people have been talking about Adani JKIA. But then another story came up of Adani Energy. Now we are confronted with another story of Adani and the 104 billion healthcare management system that is supposed to run the insurance wing of, SHA.
Mr. Chairman, sit back, go and follow processes. You cannot award a contract of 104 billion by single sourcing. You cannot. The eating is just too much. We should not allow this eating and looting in this country.
And based on this statement from Jack Wamboka, one will easily say that this government is overly corrupt. So I wanted to stay with me on this, ladies and gentlemen, because there is something here that is more than what meets the eye. But before we get there, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. I am so grateful for everybody who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. 104 billion. I didn't want to talk about this because we talked about it in our previous analysis. But when I came across a video from Jack Wamboka, and I'm talking about this video.
I think as a National Assembly, we should sit back and understand what is going on. I'm seated with some members of that committee, Madam Speaker, and they are expressing satisfaction on what's going on. Madam Speaker, few fundamental issues about such a thing. I don't understand how such a program can go on without public participation. This is a house of rules. We enact laws. We are supposed to follow the laws. 2, Madam Speaker, the greatest systems, most sophisticated, KRA, name them, I have never heard of a system that cost 104 billion. A system, Madam Speaker. I'm told the system, the platform that NHIF ran on, they only needed 700 million to upgrade. But a whooping 104 billion. Madam Speaker, you must also understand that these people did single sourcing. The government went for single sourcing for such an amount of money. We cannot allow this to go on in this country. We are saying, take a step back, go and listen to what Kenyans are saying. We cannot take all the important infrastructure of this government in one foreigner called Adani. We cannot. We cannot give him the airport. We cannot give him Ketraco. We cannot give him our health system. It's going to collapse. Lastly, Madam Speaker, I have read and interrogated this statement very well. The benefits that NHIF was giving were superior than the benefits this system is going to give, Madam Speaker. I want to beseech this National Assembly that when the country is headed in a wrong direction, we must say no. Let's step back and listen. This thing is a bad thing. It is causing damage to our country. We will not have a country at the end of the day. Mr. Chairman, sit back, go and follow processes. You cannot award a contract of 104 billion by single sourcing. You cannot. The eating is just too much. We should not allow this eating and looting in this country. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Now, the big question, ladies and gentlemen, is even if these people wanted to eat, let's assume the whole thing was about eating, was it necessary that they go for, again, Adani to be the person delivering this system that is abnormally priced 104 billion? Even if they wanted to, steal, from Kenyans who are, let's assume Kenyans are Melala, they don't follow up these issues. And was it necessary to again go for Adani to be the person doing things? I'm not saying that it's Adani who is actually responsible for this system, but based on what has been shared and based on the statement from Gachagua, Woka is a member of parliament in the National Assembly. And if you can go to an extent of making that kind of statement, that can only point to one thing, that maybe Gachagua has some secrets here. He knows something that Kenyans don't know. Mind you, Kenyans rely on these leaders for information. Sometimes they rely on them. Sometimes we rely on whistleblowers. But for this case, it is Gachagua saying that NHIF only needed 700 million to upgrade it to the existing system to a new system, one that would integrate with the healthcare facilities, because the logic behind the new SHA system is that all facilities are supposed to be integrated in this new SHA system, whereby you can access information of a particular patient who was seen in another facility in your facility. I mean, you can always do easily refer a patient to another facility. It means if you are administering a patient, and then you realize that there's a diagnosis that is supposed to be administered of the patient, but your facility, based on a level, you can't actually administer it. So then you're supposed to recommend this patient to go to maybe another facility of probably level 4. So that it's supposed to be seamless through the SHA system. So the story that is coming out is that needed only 700 million to have the existing system upgraded to that level. Mind you, the main reason why the government wanted to introduce a fresh system is because they were saying that the existing database of members, contributors, was rigged. So what they wanted is something fresh, so they start afresh but because that could not take place, because Kenyans had shied away from SHA, they moved almost 12 million members from the old system to the new system, so that they can continue using benefiting from the services of the of the old NHIF, but under the new SHA policy. So the question that I'm asking, ladies and gentlemen, then if that is the case, what was the rush to have a new system while we could upgrade the existing system and make it seamless and make it integrate with facilities? What was the rush? That is the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen. Adani, when it comes to Ketrako, issues of energy, Adani is found there. It comes to health system, Adani is found there. When it comes to airport, Adani is found there. So the big question, ladies and gentlemen, is why Adani? So that's the pertinent question that is coming from Gachagua also. Why Adani? Why not another provider? I believe even this system could have been developed locally at a very cheap rate, and this would have assisted the local providers, but they opted to go for an India-based system, an India system, or a provider in India. One thing that I ask myself is it true that now Adani does everything? When it comes to airport, he is found there. It comes to the dry ports, he is found there. When it comes to energy, he is found there. When it comes to healthcare management system, he is found there. He is a jack of all sorts. Is that the case with Adani? The government is not telling us why they opted for single sourcing and why they all went for one person or one entity by the name Adani. The government is not coming out clear on that. And because of that reason, that's why you find that there is a lot of complaint left, right, and center. And it seems the government is winning this war
Based on what is happening, it seems the government is winning. Like for the case of Shah, it seems the government is winning. The courts can't even pronounce its position on this matter. You know, the courts were supposed to stop this matter completely, pending review of the policies, but they have allowed it to take place, ladies and gentlemen. So I just wanted to go below in the comment section and offer a reaction based on the video that I shared from Jack Wamboka. What do you think is happening? The government is eating too much and at the same time wanadharau wa Kenya. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? So perhaps if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe. Like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.